Hi, I'm Paula Schneider, the CEO of Susan G. Komen. I want to thank everyone for joining us today as we each walk from our own homes and our own neighborhoods. And while we may be apart today, we are coming together as one, a passionate community on a mission to end breast cancer forever. Thanks to you, we are providing hope to everyone touched by this terrible disease. As a breast cancer survivor myself, I know firsthand how important the research, care, and action this community is making possible. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Good morning and thank you for tuning in from wherever you are as we come together as a community for the 25th anniversary of the Susan G. Komen Triangle Race for the Cure. I'm Gerald Owens from WRAL TV.
And I'm Mike Mays. Every step we take helps save lives and brings us closer to a world without breast cancer. It takes cutting-edge research to discover the next breakthrough, trustworthy information, support, and care throughout a patient's breast cancer journey.
It also takes an army of powerful advocates who will speak to our elected leaders to remove barriers to care. And it takes a compassionate community like ours to show our sisters and brothers facing breast cancer that they are not alone.
These are initiatives that Susan G. Komen leads here in North Carolina and across the country. Every day they are committed to research, care, community, and action, a patient's trusted partner and the world's most powerful force in the fight against breast cancer.
The Race for the Cure brings this community together, even when we're apart, to recognize and be inspired by those who have been diagnosed with breast cancer and those who are living with this disease. These are our family members, our neighbors, our co-workers, and we're here today to support them while raising critical dollars so no one has to face breast cancer in the future.
Research, new treatments, and early detection have reduced the breast cancer mortality rate by more than 40% since 1989. It means the work we've done together has saved many lives. But with an estimated 44,000 people in the U.S. who will die from breast cancer this year, we recognize we still have far to go.
As long as our friends and loved ones continue to die from this terrible disease, we must continue to move forward. It's in these moments of action that we can change the course of this disease for future generations.
As we begin today's program, we remind you that fundraising is still open. Although we have reached race day, we haven't reached the finish line. Continue to share your fundraising efforts with your network on social media. Post your race day photos using the hashtags #ComenTry and race where you are.
Invite your friends and family to join the fight against breast cancer by making a donation, and consider making a personal donation as well. We're pushing toward our goal of raising $550,000, and with your help, we know we can get there.
Susan G. Komen is grateful for the generous support of our sponsors. I'd like to give a special shout out to national presenting sponsor Bank of America and national series sponsor Walgreens.
And thank you also to our local presenting sponsor, Duke Cancer Institute, our Spotlight Media sponsor, WRAL, Survivor Thriver sponsor, UNC Health, Ruby sponsor, ParXL, and team sponsor, Wake Radiology.
Gold sponsors Blue Cross North Carolina, Builders Mutual, Univision 40, and Unimas. Battle of the Band sponsor, Coastal Credit Union. Silver sponsors, Merck and Foundation Medicine. Bronze sponsors, Chapel Hill Magazine, Dude Solutions, G1 Therapeutics, and McAdams. Community for the Cure sponsor, Durham Sports Commission. And Doctors for the Cure sponsor, Associates in Women's Healthcare. It takes determination, science, love, support, and knowledge to fight breast cancer. And our local presenting sponsor, Duke Cancer Institute, embodies all of those traits. Let's hear from their team on what this partnership means to them.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Dr. Sarah Sammons, and I am proud to be the 2021 Medical Chair for the 25th anniversary of the Susan G. Komen Triangle Race for the Cure. My colleagues and I are thrilled to represent Duke Cancer Institute as the local presenting sponsor for the race. We look forward to being a part of the success of this event, and though we are all racing where we are, we race together with one common goal.
It is so important for organizations like Komen and Duke to partner with one another. Not only can we then share resources and ideas, but we can share people whose dedication and energy and enthusiasm around this topic and this cause are at its very highest level. Race Day is an incredible atmosphere. It's an atmosphere of achievement and celebration. And those two emotions don't always partner very readily with the words breast cancer. So for the women who have heard that diagnosis and all of the women who fear that diagnosis, Race Day is very special. It shows us that there is a community of support and love, and it brings us hope.
Hi, my name is Vijay Apariani, and I'm so blessed to be a part of the DCI team for the Triangle Race for the Cure. I've seen firsthand the amazing impact of the Susan G. Komen Foundation in raising awareness and support of our patients with breast cancer, as I lost my aunt to breast cancer when I was 12 years old. So since high school, I've been able to participate in many of the events hosted by the foundation, and I'm so honored to be a part of an organization that has so much support and raises awareness for our patients who carry themselves with such grace. Giving back to our patients in this community is a true honor and a privilege, and I'm very happy to be a part of it.
As a breast medical oncologist at Duke Cancer Institute, I treat patients with all different types and stages of breast cancer. Though we have certainly made strides in the last decades in improving the outcomes for many patients with breast cancer, we still have a tremendous amount of work to do to improve the outcomes and achieve a cure for all patients. When I'm not seeing patients in the clinic, I am also a breast cancer researcher with the goal of finding new and improved therapies for patients with advanced and metastatic breast cancer. Metastatic breast cancer occurs when breast cancer spreads to other parts of the body, and at this point in time is not considered curable. It is a goal in my lifetime to never tell another woman that her disease is not curable. I support Susan G. Komen for their commitment to funding local researchers, including those at Duke University and other surrounding institutions. Research is the only way that we will make strides towards a cure and towards better outcomes for our patients. And this can only be made possible through fundraising. Thank you so much for racing with us today and joining in our endeavor to create a world of only breast cancer survivors and thrivers.
UNC Health has been a longtime supporter of Susan G. Komen and Race for the Cure. Over the years, thousands of physicians, coworkers, and patients alike have participated in the event. And funds raised through Race for the Cure have gone to support clinical research, mobile mammography services, mammography assistance programs, and funds to patients who otherwise don't have resources during their journey through cancer. UNC is proud to be a part of Komen's past and for Komen to be a part of our future. Here in Raleigh, we're so excited to be opening a new state-of-the-art facility in January of this coming year in 2022, in a space where we will be able to provide care to patients alongside our suburban locations and being able to expand care to patients in all of Wake County. For those participating in the race this year, thanks so much for your support, and we look forward to seeing you in the space.
Hi, my name is Laurie Mclean, and I'm the race chair this year for the Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure, and I'm a 4-year breast cancer survivor. I had all of my treatments done at UNC, so I want to thank all of the nurses and the doctors for their support during my treatments. They found my breast cancer through a mammogram that I was a little late to, so I want to remind everyone it's really important to continue to get your mammograms, especially during this COVID times. After I had my mastectomy, I needed something to look forward to, so I found the Race for the Cure in Wilmington, North Carolina. I didn't know what to expect when I got there, and it was kind of a last minute thing that we went to that my family and friends joined, and I loved it so much I wanted to attend the next year, and then Hurricane Florence hit and the race was canceled. So I went to an event that Komen was having to thank their donors, and I met some wonderful people at Komen, and they have just welcomed me with open arms. And ever since then, I have been part of the Komen family. I want to thank all of the Pink Honor Roll, the top 50 fundraisers. We're so thankful for all the money that we've raised so far. It helps with breast cancer research, and it helps to support survivors emotionally and financially. So thank you. I want to thank everyone for their participations this week in Pink Week. It's been an exciting week, and I can't wait to see our final donation numbers. I want to thank the Battle of the Bands and all the bands that participated and for their support. And the winner is... I am the captain of my team is Lori's Booby Bunch, and I want to thank all of my team members for joining my team and for all of my donors who have donated. I really appreciate everything. Lori's Booby Bunch this year is going to race where we are with signs, and there's going to be food and beer afterwards, so I'm very excited. We're going to race in my neighborhood in Holly Springs. I want to thank the team sponsor, Wake Radiology, who has provided me personally with all of my mammograms. So thank you, Wake Radiology. And every team, remember to race where you are.
Don't postpone your screening mammogram because of COVID. Our offices are clean, accredited, and focused on quality. Request your appointment online today. Wake Radiology UNC Rex. No one sees you like we do.
Unrivaled clarity lets us visualize breast tissue like we're flipping through pages in a book. There's more to your story with 3D mammography. No one sees you like we do.
Hi, I'm Amy Willard with Wake Radiology UNC Rex Healthcare. We've been a proud sponsor of the Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure for the last 14 years and are happy to be back this year as the team sponsor. When you finish walking, log on to wakerad.com/pledge. And if you pledge to have a screening mammogram in the next 12 months, you'll be registered to win a $500 spa package. Don't wait too long. Registration ends on May the 5th. Now, if you'll join us as we celebrate the top fundraising teams.
Congratulations, and thank you to everyone who's been raising vital funds to support our mission as a community to put an end to breast cancer. And don't forget, all of you can still raise crucial dollars until June 1st.
I'm Robin Miller, an employee of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina. At Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina, we are focused on the health and well-being of our employees, customers, and communities. Breast cancer has been a focus for several years, and we support efforts with Komen year-round, including an annual luncheon and walking teams for the race. As a breast cancer survivor, I am proud that Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina has been a proud partner of the Triangle Race for the Cure for countless years and is pleased to celebrate the 25th anniversary of the race.
Every 2 minutes, a woman in the U.S. is diagnosed with breast cancer. And in that moment, her life changes forever. The toll is great. The need is greater. The need to find comfort in the dark hours. The need to find hope in the cures. And that's why when others look away, we lean in. We're fighting alongside patients because we know one moment can change everything. But we need your help to make more moments of hope possible. Join our fight. Save lives. Because we are all stronger together.
It's been a really exciting time in the last 10, 15 years with more and more therapies becoming available to patients. I really am inspired by the patients that I had the chance to work with and then, ultimately decide to focus on the clinical research, trying to help a larger number of these patients. I think it's important to have the appropriate support for women who are considering participating in clinical trials. It can be an extra burden to patients to participate in trials, so anything that we can do to lessen that burden, I think, is worthwhile. The vast majority of women who are diagnosed with breast cancer will be cured of their disease. These women still go through, a very difficult period of treatment and need support in getting through this. For those women, I think organizations like Komen make a huge difference.
This amazing event wouldn't be possible without the leadership and dedication of our race and medical chairs, our volunteer committee, and the Komen staff. Thank you for joining us this morning and coming together as a community for the 25th anniversary of the Susan G. Komen Triangle Race for the Cure.
We are bold, we are fearless, and we are dedicated to research, care, community, and action. Your fundraising is supporting those who need it now while we tirelessly search for tomorrow's cures. As you race where you are, share your photos, videos, and stories of inspiration in our Facebook group and to your network on social media and beyond.
Let's fill today with our commitment to create a better future as we give support and hope to our neighbors in need and show them that we're a compassionate community of action.
Hi, my name is Jackie Trotter Dove, and I am a breast cancer survivor. This is my 26th year. I was introduced to Komen 25 years ago. I was on the first planning committee. That happened because at the time I was working at UNC hospitals, and a friend of mine who was on the board of Lineberger Cancer Center knew that I had been going through my diagnosis and treatment and wanted me to get involved with the planning committee for UNC hospitals. And so I did, and that is when I met Jeannie. The wonderful thing I loved about our committee is we were more like a family. We got a lot of stuff done, but we also had a lot of fun, and we took care of each other, and we listened to each other's stories. And we were there for each other as we went through the planning. We were very fortunate in that Komen sent us kind of like a boilerplate or a playbook, so we had something to start from. And then Jeannie and a team of hers had been going around the country to other Komen races, so they had an idea of what they wanted to do to bring to this area. And basically because we have some incredible medical centers here in the RTP area. And so we thought that, or she thought that this would be a great place to start another race. And she was able to get some of the key players on board. It took getting the medical centers involved, The radio stations and the local TV stations were just very good at embracing us. I will tell you, we absolutely did not know what we were doing on that first race. But we did the best we could. I don't remember what the number was. I just know we were happy with the numbers when we finished. But I think my fondest memory was sitting with another one of my committee persons on the ground after the race was over. The race was at Meredith College, and we were so tired. And we actually collected all this money in a cigar box. And it was after we had, a post-mortem or whatever you want to call it after the race that someone said, Komen said, you're supposed to have a lockbox and a whatever. And we all just fell out because we got through it with this cigar box. Never happened again, but it did happen that first race. And since then, the race has just been growing and growing and growing. And I'm so excited now because it's not just Raleigh-Durham, it's reaching towards the coast. And I'm here at Lake Gaston in the northern area, and I'm looking forward to us expanding, north. So much to do, so many lives that need to be touched, so much awareness and education that needs to be out there. Because for me in particular, women of color are still dying at very, very high rates. And to me, that's not acceptable. But Komen is behind that 100%. And that's why I am a part of Komen.